Hey guys, how's it going? Hey Facebook friends. How are you today? Look at my view today. Isn't this gorgeous? This is beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love the water. How many of you guys just love like just the water? I love like waking up and just seeing this in the backyard. Hey guys, this is my view for the weekend. It's so pretty out here. Hello. Hey guys. Hey Tracy. So I just wanted to, I didn't realize my phone was so low. Hey. I just wanted to share with you something really fast about having like having big dreams and a vision, why that's crucial to your success. I've talked with so many people that, over the years as a coach and saying, what do you want? Okay. What are your goals? Like, how much money do you want to make? Like, what kind of relationship do you want? What kind of friends do you want? What is it that you want? And a lot of times people say, gosh, I don't know. Or they say, well, I kind of know, but I'm kind of scared to say because it's so big. And, could that really be possible or could that really happen? And, when I started, learning how to change my mindset and I started learning about like thoughts create things and, what you think about, you bring about, and what you focus on expands. And when I started doing that, at the time, I didn't have a lot of friends. We didn't have a lot of couple friends, and one of my intentions was to really meet some amazing, wonderful, friends, and within the, I don't remember exactly the time frame, but we did. I think it was in the year that I set that intention that we met some of the sweetest friends. I have so many friends. I feel so blessed. But some of the sweetest friends, and we go out here every year. And they were so kind to, hey guys, allow us to, stay here for the weekend. I came out here just with one of my best friends last night, and then the guys are bringing all the kids this weekend. And I just sit in gratitude and appreciation. Let me show you the view. I love it out here. Oh my gosh. And so, dreaming big and having a vision, like what do you want? So I got very that I really wanted to have sweet friends, sweet couple friends. What does that look like for me? What does success look like for me? Like, how do I want to be spending my days? How do I want to be spending my time? How much money do I want to make? And it's okay to get intentional about that and set the goals. It's kind of like, going to a restaurant and the waiter says, hey, what do you want to order? And you're like, just bring me a sandwich. Like, I don't even care. I don't know. Maybe a sandwich, maybe, a salad. I'm not really sure. I'll just take whatever you give me. And then they just are like, okay. And then maybe they bring it and you're like, gosh, it doesn't really taste good. It's not what I wanted. And that's kind of how it is, when you set goals. If you don't really know what you want, then how are you ever going to reach it? How are you ever going to get there? If you're like, man, I really wish that I could be doing something different with my life. I wish I could have a different career. I wish I could be making more money, or I wish I could have a better relationship, or I wish I had, better friends or a support system, whatever that looks like. But then, if somebody asks you, okay, what does that look like? What does that look like to you? Or, and you're like, I don't know. I don't know what that looks like, because all I know is everything that I'm doing every day. And you're probably going to find that you're going to continue to repeat the same days over and over and over, unless you really have those big dreams and those big goals, right? And I'll share this with you. I first started coming out here, I was a personal trainer and a boot camp instructor. So we've been coming out here every year for a while. And I remember sitting out here and just riding on the boats, and just, here's a boat coming right now. Man, I just love this. You guys like the lake? I love it. And, just sitting out here and thinking, man, I really want to get a lake house. I really want to wake up every morning and be able to work from anywhere and have my, have that freedom
help a lot of people, you know, make great money, and be able to, you know, buy a boat for my family, have a lake house, do all these things. And
wasn't really sure how that was going to work out or how that was going to be possible, because it kind of seems a little impossible with our situation at the time. But I thought, you know what, nothing's too big for God. Hey, we're at Cedar Creek Lake. It's beautiful out here. And I thought, you know, nothing's too big for God. And if I'm sitting here saying, you know what, that's too big, that can't happen, then I'm the one who's limiting myself. God doesn't place limits on us. He never says, that's too big. Oh, you're not smart enough. You know, how are you really going to do that? How are you really going to, you know, build a team or help a lot of people or make great money? That's not in the cards for you. Remember, you got to play smaller. He never says that, right? The only person that puts limits on ourselves is us. And I was like, you know what? That's the whole faith and trust thing. You know, I'm going to have total faith. God, this is, you know, these are some of the things that I want in my life. I'm not sure how it's going to come to fruition. It seems a little too big, but I know there's nothing too big for you. So I'm going to set my intentions. I'm going to create a vision board. I'm going to speak to myself in a you know, positive way. I'm going to tell myself that anything's possible, and I'm going to trust that what you put in my life, even if it's contrast, is working out for the greater good and is working out for me. So I'm going to trust and have faith, and it's how I'm going to live my life. And I, you know, now just sitting out here and thinking, it gets me so emotional coming out here and thinking of where I was financially, where I was just in my life, having these big goals, having these big dreams, not sure how it was going to happen or how it's going to work out, but I didn't place limits on myself. And, you know, my life is just totally different from where it was, like totally different in every way. And you know why having big dreams and a vision is crucial to your success, because I'm here to tell you, my friend, if you don't have a vision, if you don't know where you're headed, if you don't know what you want, if you're not dreaming big enough, you're just putting limits on yourself. You know, nobody's stopping you from having the success and the love and the joy and the prosperity in your life, but it's what you tell yourself is possible, right? Just hit my glasses. Oh yes, Kim, you have a beautiful. Yeah, I need to get a lake house out here. That's my intention and my goal is by this time next year is to purchase a lake house. You know, maybe it'll happen next year, and that's okay. It's going to happen when it happens. Maybe 2 years, but I have a second home lake house. So that is my goal, my intention. And I just did this really to encourage you guys that, you know, have those big dreams, those big visions. I always say, like, if something's placed on your heart, it's there for a reason. I always feel like, you know, God's talking to you that way. It's placed on your heart. Those big dreams, those big goals, they're there for a reason. They're not just like, you know, it's intentional. You know, follow your heart, lead with your heart, dream big, have fun with life. Get a vision board, have fun, sit down with your, you know, your significant other or your family and make a vision board. Hey guys, where do you want to take a vacation next year? You know, what do you want to have come into your life next year? If you have kids, you know, talk to them. You know, what kind of grades do you want to make next year? You know, what kind of friends do you want to have next year? Like, let's create vision boards. Let's get some magazines. Let's put some affirmations and scriptures on there, and let's have fun. Let's design our life. And, you know, we are going to have contrast. I talked to my kids about that. We are going to have contrast. We're going to have days where we feel not as great or challenges, but with a vision and with trust and faith, you know, we can learn how to navigate through life a little easier, and not feel as defeated, right? So, you know, that's what my kids all have, a vision board. You know, have fun with that. Make life fun. Dream big. And you know, I love what Tony Robbins says, and I'll kind of wrap it up with this. Tony Robbins says, you know, when you see something that somebody else has, instead of getting like jealous or like, oh, why do they have that? Like, get super excited. You see somebody driving down the street, in a Cadillac or, trying to think of a cool car, any cool car. I don't know, Corvette. Cadillacs are pretty cool though, just have to say. And you see somebody driving down the street, or you see like a beautiful lake house, or you see how somebody's conducting themselves, or you see these things, instead of thinking, man, why don't I have that? Get excited, get super, super, super excited, because just know that if somebody else has that, then that's just, I'm going to add a little bit of what I say to it. That's just God's way of showing you what's possible for you. That's just like, you see something, you see a car driving down the street, you see, how somebody's conducting themselves, you see a house that you want, get super excited and know that, yeah, God's just putting these little things into my life. They're showing up for me because he's saying, hey, look, I want to show you what's possible. If somebody has something that you want, then you know it's possible, right? Because there's no one person better than the other. There isn't. Okay, so we all have the same potential in order to create success. So just know that I believe that that's like, that's God putting these little pieces into place and putting these people in our path to show us what's attainable for us, and to say, hey, here, it. But so many times, right? So many times we go the opposite way, and we get maybe jealous, or we think, we're not good enough because we don't have the success that somebody else has, when we could just easily change that and to something positive, right? Okay. Aww. Yay, I love that, Lexi. Awesome. So anyways, I just wanted to share that with you guys. Dream big, get a vision board, have big goals, have a vision, have fun with your life, get excited about it, daydream, visualize about what's possible. I believe that that's what life is all about. It's about, joy and fun and helping others and being love and being that shining light, and, daydreaming and trusting and learning how to have faith and trust that everything's always working out for us. Even when we don't feel like it, it always is. So, oh, thank you, girl. Yeah, I look beautiful. I love that you said that, because I just woke up, no makeup on, but my hair still looking good, I think, right? I love how I can do that. Just kind of wake up and fluff my hair a little bit. All right, guys, I'm gonna run now, and I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna set up on the patio and just kind of daydream, have fun. So anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.